arising out of that. Edmund.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this government creates panel after panel to improve water management and conservation, and then ignores recommendation after recommendation. The Water Council's recommendations, the Wetlands Policy, and the South Saskatchewan Regional Regional Plan are all stalled. Even members of the Alberta Water Council say this government is failing to implement Water for Life and their recommendations. Fresh water is our most valuable resource. To the Minister of the Environment, given all of this, who is the minister listening to? Because it's certainly not those groups.
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we listen to all stakeholders across in a number of different areas. On these particular policies, all of the policies that this member has referred to are at various stages in our internal approval process. That's prudent. That's the appropriate way for us to deal with it. And as I've said many times before in this House, they will be moving forward into the public domain at the appropriate time.
The honourable member.
Well, that's why there needs to be more transparency, because these internal processes.
Honourable member.
Absolutely not, Mr. Speaker. Certainly not, since you gave instructions not to do that. So why has this minister hedged and reneged on a permanent, no net loss wetlands policy when wetlands are a significant aspect of greenhouse gas reduction?
Mr. Speaker, the member is wrong. We have a wetlands policy that is in place in this province, and it applies only to the white zone. It only applies to private land. We've been working very diligently to be able to expand that policy so that it will include Crown land as well. And for this member to suggest that policy is in place is incorrect. We are in the process of developing that policy. The member is referring to some of the advice that we received.
Please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And once again to the same minister. Why would the minister even consider allowing a system that gives water to the highest bidder rather than distribution based on need, on who's rich, not on who's thirsty? Times have changed, so must the system.
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, apparently we've now left wetlands and we're into something else entirely again. The fact of the matter is, Mr. Speaker, that we have had a policy in place for some time since the introduction of the Water Act that allows for water licenses to transfer from one holder to another. It's the only way, frankly, Mr. Speaker, that we're going to be able to have development, to incent conservation, and to allow for more water users to use the same amount of water that's available.